I was like, I started drinking the blood. I was
It's
struggling.
like you're drowning,
I started drowning now. So I was struggling. So now back into the blood.
Hello guys, welcome to Gerald Empire Show, and thank you so much for your continued support. Thank you for all of you that are sharing, commenting, and even subscribing to this channel. As I've been telling you, this is all about empowering, educating, and inspiring people out there. And today I'm lucky to have a guest who will be sharing his story about what Dark World is all about. He's fairly a young man, but sometimes back he almost even lost his life because of things to do with uh, just Dark World, and he will be letting us know how probably he managed to come out of it, and probably what he's doing just to make sure that his life is safe from any external threat. So bro,
Yes.
karibu sana.
Karibu sana.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hii ni Gerald Empire Show.
Okay.
Mi naitwa Gerald Irungu.
Okay.
And thank you so much for even honoring this interview. And kindly introduce yourself.
Okay. Thank you, Gerald. Odhiambo Alex, a student at university, pursuing my career there. So I personally am I'm lucky to be the firstborn to the family. I'm so great. I'm so glad to your show, and I'm so welcome.
Wow. Welcome so much, Alex.
Okay.
And maybe just to let us understand, how was it like you growing up? Like, how were you maybe brought up?
Okay. I'm so lucky that I have both parents, both the mother and the father. I was brought up in a family that is based on the spiritual world. I was bringing up in a background that is mostly into the spiritual society. So I was mostly educated and encouraged by my guardians to always follow the right path, to attain whatever I'm going to attain at the end, it should be something that I've worked for. Yeah.
Wow. That's like your parents really wanted you, whatever you get is out of your sweat, out of your hard work.
Yeah?
Like hakuna mikato.
No.
Wow, that's nice. Now, Alex, I know being a young man, life is full of challenges, especially for young people.
Absolutely.
And I know at some point you did share what you went through as a young person. Maybe if you can kindly maybe let our viewers know maybe what is this story that you really want to tell them today, and perhaps how can maybe the story maybe help them learn ABCD. So kindly maybe if you can share your story.
Okay. Fine. First and foremost, I thank you, Gerard, for inviting me also. My story, I think, as I joined back to the primary school, I was just doing well with my studies. In fact, I was at the topmost. I was a bright student. Then from the first class 1 up to class 6. But now reaching at class 6 is where now I met someone, at the first class 6 level. It's at a stage whereby now you want to explore the world. The adolescent stage is now starting. So I can say I was lucky enough to find a girl. I can say the girl was beautiful. So I wanted to test now what is it all about, the relationship. So unfortunately I came to fall in love with that girl, and the girl also loved me. Okay. So we were in a relationship, but now remember, it's just at class 6. So he doesn't know much about the others. So we interacted with the girls. We were meeting, we were talking, but now I don't know the background. She doesn't even know my background. But we're just interacting. We are still kids. We don't know what we are doing.
Yeah, sure.
So we continued the relationship until we finished the primary school, whereby I was lucky enough. I got good marks, which I was promoted to a high school.
Wow.
So going to the high school, it means that we are now separated with the girl.
Yeah, sure.
The girl went his way, I went my way. But during let's say for the funkies, even when we closed, I will used to travel from Kisumu to go and visit the girl.
Wow.
I just saw, we interacted, but I never knew the background. So it was at Form 1 level. Now when I felt some difference in my health, I was feeling different. But even the dreams that I was having, there are some of sort that were strange. I started even scaring myself and asking what is happening. But now I could not imagine that there's something wrong. I just took everything normal. Because
and maybe just to ask you, like the dreams that you used to dream, were they dreams? Maybe you're dreaming with this girl, or maybe just what were the dreams?
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Whatever I was dreaming, it was all about that. It was a matrimonial home. It was a good home with everything, fancy life, all that. So mostly I could dream that I've been to that place, to that beautiful home. Then unfortunately I was invited to that home, but whatever I saw in that home, like people shedding blood, people like eating each other, you see, like they are sacrificing people there. So I used to run in the sleep. You can imagine how strange that is.
This is all in a dream.
Yeah, that's in a dream now. I'm not now experiencing anything.
You have not gone there physically.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
But now I'm just dreaming about it. So I could be used to. I was chased by those people, but now in a dream. So I could run. When I wake up in the morning, I'm so tired. Even my mother asked me, wake up, but I've not slept. You see how much you have struggled in the dream. So you have not slept. So I could tell my mother, I'm having some dreams, but I don't think if there's good dreams. So my mother now, being a religious person, kept me into contact. Now, before I go to sleep, she will used to call me with my dad. We pray together before I go to sleep. So I just took it easy. It's a dream. Then now the condition worsened when I was now at the Form 3 level. Now that's the place now. From now a dream to reality now. Now I start experimenting the reality of whatever I dreamt. Now the girl once invited me to a place. So I went there. By there I can say the girl used to provide me everything.
Everything
I
ever wanted you
everything
to provide
I ever wanted. Imagine being at high school, but your pocket money, the least, is 15,000 at high school level.
That's a lot of money.
You can imagine. So the girl used to provide for me, but when I asked the girl said maybe his dad was a neurosurgeon, such the occupation of the parent. She never tell me exactly whatever the parents were doing. But now I could not question her so much because I believed her. And I can never hide and never say that the girl failed to provide me anything. Everything I needed, the girl was there for me. So I felt that maybe this is the luck. This is now my rising opportunity. I can use the girl to rise and now go after my dreams. Because the girl promised me a lot of things. I used to imagine at a level of 16 years, 17 years, driving a V8.
Wow.
You can imagine the kind of life is that. So I used to enjoy the company. I cannot lie that. But now, there was now a girl, the day a girl now invited me to a place. So I went there. Reaching at the place now, it was a good place. But now, the place I can say it's an estate. They have guards all over. I wondered, what's your
like a gated community?
Yeah, sure. So, and there are guards all over. You first reach at the first gate, there is a guard. You are searched. You proceed. The second gate, there are also guards. So I was like, what is happening? Is your dad an MP or what is it? For the guards now, I was worried now. What is the occupation of your parents now? Because someone that I think that is supposed to be protected under the Kenya that we know, maybe are these politicians. Those are the
security was just
the security was tight.
Very heavy.
Everywhere. And the security are so, they are people professional. You cannot say that they are just hired security guards, but they are people with competence of their work. So I was worried, where am I going? What is the occupation of your dad to be provided all this security? Yeah, because I was worried simply because reason number one, I have never visited the place. Reason number two, reason number two, I never knew the dad. I've never interacted with the family, so I was cautious enough. So, but I was told by the girl, don't worry, just let's proceed to the home now. I was traveling, like I say, let's say more than 200 meters to reach the home, and you are not traveling through maybe, let's say, muddy road, well tarmacked road.
A very clean environment.
Clean environment. Flowers all over. Beautiful flowers. I can say the environment, you like it, right? So I had to travel to the point. I went up to the place that I was instructed by the girl, where I was supposed to meet the dad now. But now I'm just at Form 3. So I went there. Reaching there now, first it was a stony building. So I had to, for the first floor, we used the lift. First floor, second floor, third floor. It was around the 4th floor now. But the building was around the 5th floor. But we went up to the 4th floor. Reaching at the 4th floor, I was told to remove my shoes. I removed my shoes, so I wondered why. But we are still going up. But I am now removing my shoes at the 4th floor. So I removed the shoes, then we proceeded to the 5th floor now. But now, unfortunately, reaching at the 5th floor, no lights. Just a dark room. But I'm told, here is where you're supposed to meet my dad.
But it's
just a dark room.
Dark. It's
dark
very
room,
dark.
yeah.
You're not even able to see the dad.
You cannot see anybody in there.
But you're told there's
someone you want to, there are some people you are supposed to meet. But they're in the room.
But you cannot see them.
You cannot see them. There's no light. There is absolutely...
Did you ask maybe your girlfriend now, how do I get to see your dad, and it's really dark?
So that was my question. Now I asked the girl, how will we communicate even? I even don't know the person, and it's dark all over. But she told me, don't worry, it's just a room that most people don't visit. So you just enter, then we'll put on the lights. So I believe the girl. You know, we have been dating more from class 6 to Form 3.
So you trust her.
So I trust her. So I proceeded to the room. Reaching at the room, I can say the lights were put on by the girl. Now, the lights being put on by the girl, now there are some scary sounds all over now starting to come out. So I was wondering, where is this sound coming on? But the sounds, I can hear the sound. But now I'm not seeing the objects that are producing the sounds. So I was wondering, I was asking the girl, what is that? She asked me, calm down, I'm with you. So at that point, you can also feel the anxiety that I'm in now.
Yeah, I can
I'm
imagine.
so scary.
I can imagine you are trembling even.
Yeah, the sounds all over. So I proceeded to the room. The lights were on. Now the sounds, and then all of a sudden, a person emerges from nowhere.
From nowhere.
Somebody
that was not in that room.
With a priesthood chair.
And who is this now?
Now the dad now.
Oh, the dad.
Yeah. With a priesthood chair, with a ring, golden ring for the kinghood. So I was told, I wanted to greet the person, but they told me, no, you cannot greet that person, you will die. So I was like, just a normal person, or what is it? I was told to bow down. But because of the tension that I'm having, I had to do though.
You're fearing now.
Yeah. I bow down to the dad now. And also the girl, I also bowed down. So after bowing down, even the girl also went down on his knees to bow down for the person. Now bowing down to the father, to the dad now, gave me a message now. I was not like feeling someone who is supposed to be bound for. It's only God. What is the message here now? It means that this is a God that they're worshiping? I started now reasoning that way now. So I was told not to sit in the chair, but I was just to sit on the floor. I just seated on the floor. You see the way Muslims sit? Yeah, I seated that way. And the dad said me, pleasure to meet you. But now I'm not talking, I'm trembling, crying all over.
You're scared, you're scared.
Yeah. So the dad told me, pleasure to meet you. You are such a nice boy. I can really give you my daughter with all my heart, with all my soul. But now the condition with the family, when you marry my daughter, you are not supposed to move out. It's not like now my daughter is the one supposed to marry you. So you are supposed to move with everything that you have from your home now to the estate now, to the home for the girl. And I asked them, according to our culture, I don't think if that is allowed. The girl is supposed to come to the boy's home, not the boy to come to the girl's home. But he said, this is a new society now. You have to adapt
to
that. Or else, whatever that will follow, then don't blame anyone.
No, he's even scaring you now.
Now I'm attention now is arising. So I told her it's okay. I told him it's okay. So after agreeing that it's okay, that means like I've started the part of the covenant. Yeah, I've entered into the covenant now. Yeah, because the covenant I think have some factors. There must be participants, which were the dad and I. Then there must be a ceremony, which was outside. Outside, that was prepared outside. But I never knew what was the ceremony all about. But now that's the second one. The ceremony was there. So I had to seal. Now going to the part of the seal, now it was the worst part of my life that I don't want even to think about it. Now I had to seal. But now the covenant is being done. But I'm not aware of the covenant. But according to them, there are procedures, and I'm following the procedures. That means I'm entering into the covenant. Yeah. So now I had to proceed to the sealing part now. So I had to move to another room now. Now moving to the other room. Now that is the scary part that I have never thought even of talking about it. But because of the sake of the other young people,
who might be tempted out there.
I can just share it briefly maybe. So I had to move to that room. Reaching there, you can see there was a pool of blood. It's a room, stony building, decorated well, but it's like a well now.
A small well.
Yeah.
Full of blood.
Full of blood. And the blood was almost half the room. But now it's something tangible. I was even scared. Why? You can touch even the blood, but now it's not pouring outside. Not pouring. You can even touch it. It's like a wall now. So I was supposed to enter into the blood now. So entering into the blood, it did mean that when I enter into the blood, I was supposed to, I will die. No. But just I was supposed to enter into the blood. So entering the room, it doesn't mean that when I enter the room, I'm supposed to die. No. I was just to donate a part of blood.
So that is entering now in that well.
Yeah, in that
blood.
well.
You are supposed to enter there.
You're supposed to enter so that some portion of my blood supposed to be collected there. So that it was supposed to seal for the covenant. So now I was like, no, I cannot do this. I cannot do this. But I was now forced. From nowhere now, I'm hearing sound from all over. So I was pushed. Unfortunately,
So just a force.
Yeah. Force that I felt like someone pushed me, but I never see the person.
Then you fell into
Then I fell into
that.
the blood. So now it was like, I started drinking the blood. I was
it's
struggling.
Like you're drowning, yeah?
I started drowning now. So I was struggling. So now back into the blood, I heard now the dad saying, do you want to die or you accept the condition that I've told you? But now the girl, because the girl, I can say, she was just being misused. She had genuine love for me. But I could hear the girl saying, no, Dad, you cannot do that for my boyfriend. I love him. If you need blood, then take my blood. He said, no, we don't need blood from the community. We need the blood from the outside community. That simplifies that. The blood that I saw in the well, it was blood from people from the outside the community.
Sacrifices of different people.
Different people from the outside the society, not from their own people. So I was struggling, but now I started to pray, God, why this to me? He was now praying to God, why me? But now the girl was willing even to sacrifice herself for me, because she loved me genuinely. But now the dad wanted something. So the girl had to cry, all that. So the girl saved me. I can say at that point the girl saved me because I was now unknown people, which I could not see. They now pulled me out of the blood. Pulling me out of the blood now. Now I went back to the floor now, but blood all over. Yeah. That means I've done 3 stages. For the participants, we had the 2 parties, which we participated. So that means it's okay. That's the first part of the covenant. The second part of the covenant was supposed to be the ceremony, which I've passed through. So you're supposed to seal. I've already sealed. Yeah. So I've done the 3 stages. So the stage that is remaining now, that any party that will fail to abide by the terms that they set, now the consequences will come. So that's now where I suffered now. When I started to suffer, because I've gone through all the stages. So it's now my time to fulfill the terms and the conditions that we set. But we set and I not knowing. We set it unknowingly, but now have to fulfill them. Now that's where I came in and said, no, it cannot be that way. That's now where my suffering now started. Now that's where my real story now started.
And maybe Alex, because you see, you're in this building. A lot has happened to you. Now tell us, how did you manage to finally, probably maybe now, rescue yourself out of that situation, and probably now get away from that community?
Now I'm still in the building now. So I was supposed to go to the ceremony to celebrate. But now the girl was now resistant. She said, no, Dad, you cannot sacrifice my boyfriend. I love him. So it was just, I can say it was just by the grace of the Lord. I managed to escape from the building. I can say I ran from the 5th building, from the 5th floor to the 1st floor. But now reaching at the 1st floor, there were guards all over. So I had to jump from the 1st floor to the ground floor. So I jumped. Unfortunately, my leg dislocated. So I could not move anymore. So the girl came and assisted me.
And the guards?
The guards now, because the guards that were more serious were the spiritual in the spiritual world. Those that I could not see. But the other ones we could fight. So the girl helped me, put me in the vehicle. So we had to escape. Now the girl is playing the escaping mission now. He's helping me to escape.
Now helping you.
So she helped
me. Where is her dad all this time? Maybe is dad maybe somewhere watching you as you escape?
The dad, I can do whatever I said. The girl is bowed down. That means a God. He cannot alight from the 5th floor. That's his daily dwelling place. So the dad is still there.
Waiting for you to be brought
waiting
back.
Me to be brought back. But now the girl is helping me to
escape.
We escaped. Reaching at the gate, the guards also, just by the grace of the God, they opened the gate. So we went. But now because of the powers of the satanic powers that the dad had, we got an accident with the vehicle. We fall with the vehicle rolled several times. Unfortunately, the girl almost died. But because they have money, they had to do whatever they had to do to make sure that she's alive. But we fall with the vehicle.
And what about you? Did you get some injuries?
I got some damages, but they were just minor. But the side for the girl now was the worst. So from there I had to board some vehicle. But now no vehicle even could allow me.
You're full of blood
everywhere. So I had to walk home, but now I had to use a boda, this piki. So we went up to my place. My mom was there waiting for me. My mom really cried. What happened to my son? But now, at that point, I cannot speak. I'm now dumb. I cannot speak. Because whatever I saw, I never imagined of them. So
you're scared. You're still
scared.
like
I cannot talk. I cannot talk.
traumatized.
Yeah. So my mom washed me. I had to relax. I slept for, I can say, 2 days without talking to anyone. Just scary. Now they had to call some pastor who came and started praying for me. He prayed for me. Now he recovered my sentence. So recovering my sentence now, it means that I have passed the 3 stages now, but I have failed to fulfill the terms and the condition. Now I have to suffer.
So how did you get to suffer now? Because you're no longer in that very nice building. You know, you're far away from the dad and of course the girl. How did you now start also suffering?
So after escaping that, I had to go back to school. Remember, I'm in Form 3 term 3. So I'm supposed to, I'm a candidate next year.
Yeah, sure.
Some days just to being a candidate. So I went back to school. So our school was a stony building also. So wherever the dome was, it was around the 3rd floor, 4th floor there. So at night, I used to struggle a lot. These spiritual people
will visit you.
Will visit me. They used to cut me all over. During mornings, I will have some cuts. You can even see the cuts.
Sure.
Whatever I was feeling, it was something that I could see. But my fellow students around could not see. But my fellow students could see the blood flowing.
But they can't see.
They can't see who is cutting.
Doing all these damages.
Yeah. So I think at some point, maybe the teachers there also, they were scary. So I was like a threat to the students now. So I was supposed to be expelled from the school because I could harm other students. But I'm also innocent. I don't know what is happening to me. I am not the cause of all that. But I was supposed to be expelled. But now the head teacher, the principal, was someone who is spiritual based. So he said, no, expelling the person is not saving their life. Let's know how we can help the guy. So they had to coordinate. Every Sunday I will be taken to church. I could be allowed by the principal for every weekend to go back home to my family. They take me to church, some prayer. That's what I say. That saved me. So they didn't expel me because of the creativity and the high level of intelligence the principal had. Yeah. So he said, no, we cannot expel the guy because of whatever he is going through.
We can help.
You can help him. So my family, my guardians thanked the principal and they cooperated. Now they had to cooperate now. They had to come to close together to see what they can do to save me. Because I'm also innocent.
Yeah, you don't know what is really happening.
Yeah. I know whatever is happening, but now I cannot share. Because I don't know whatever happened to me. Whenever I can imagine of sharing the story even to the principal or to my mom.
It might even scare them more.
Yeah. So I never shared, but I'm suffering. But now my parents now being religious, they also felt that there's something in the spiritual world that is happening to me. So by the inspiration of the Holy Spirit and the assistance of the God, one day I happened just to wake up in one morning and visited the principal. I don't know what came in my mind, what inspired me, but just I went to the principal and shared and tell me this whatever happened was in class 6, this whatever I've been going through. So I shared the whole story to the principal. Now the principal had to come in now. He's now ready to help me. Now in the forefront. Now even my parents are more scared and they want to give up now. But now the principal is now coming in now, saying, no, you can still save the condition. The condition is still not that critical now. You can still save it. So the principal now had to organize with the family. He had to call keishas. Even every Friday, could have a keisha.
In school?
No, at home now. But the principal is visiting.
Oh, okay.
You can now imagine how the principal was sacrificial.
Yeah.
He's a nice guy by then. I can really congratulate the principal. He used to visit the keishas every Friday. So now, starting now the prayer item now the war now rises to another level now. It was only now the cuts, but now rising to the prayer items now.
You started now
facing I now started facing it rough. So Kwa time fulani nilikuja nikaanza kunyongwa nao.
What? Strangling you?
Yeah. So, kwa time fulani, they came even with this Manila rope. They tied to the roof. Even everyone could see the rope is tied. But now they're not seeing someone who is tying it. They now lifted me. They want to hang me. By there is a time that I was hanged by the... I cannot say time kamba. It was just a piece of cloth. Yeah.
They hanged you.
They hanged me. But
other students are seeing.
Now I'm at home now.
Oh, at home.
Yeah. So because ilifika mahali it became so critical that even the other students could not even read. So I was supposed to sit at home, maybe the condition to improve first, then I go back to school. Then you go back to But remember, this is all happening in term 3. I'm supposed to sit for the KCSE for the next, let's say, one month, 2 months. But I'm not at home. In a serious condition, you cannot even write. You can imagine the situation. Ile unaingia kwa kitabu, you want to read, the book, all over is blood. So you cannot read. Yeah. So I struggled a lot. So I had to stay home for I can say Form 4 I never read any, sikuwahi soma term yote. Because I only went for the exams. But for the Form 4 class I never attended. I was always at home. But now the something that saved me is that you have that kind of cramming power. Whatever, I can scan something for first time.
And
I stick it in my mind.
To keep it in your memory. Okay.
So that's light time that I could get. Zenye zilikuwa zimeniacha kuni distract. I could go back to my books. Just scan. Good to go. But now, even scanning now, but sasa una scan, that means someone who has ever crammed maybe. That means that the moment you have crammed, inafaa upate hiyo conducive environment, cool environment, so that it can stick in your head.
Yeah.
But now you have crammed, they're coming to distract you, they're hitting your head. You cannot even remember it now.
Yeah, because now the concentration is diverted to other areas.
Yeah, sure. You're not even thinking of whatever you studied. So, at KCSE, it is remaining 1 week. I don't know anything about Form 4 class. What does Form 4 class entail? It's remaining 1 week. And you know, for the neck, you cannot give excuse.
Yeah, you cannot.
You cannot give excuse.
You cannot.
Yeah.
How do you just do that?
You cannot give excuse.
Yeah, sure.
So it means I'm supposed to do the exam with the content that I have. Minus Form 4, minus Form 3 term 1, term 2, minus Form 3 term 2, term 3. So the content I have is from Form 1
to Form 2.
To Form 2.
To Form 2. Oh, yeah.
Form 2. Yeah. But I'm supposed to do KCSE. But I asked my mom, no, I cannot do it. But my mom said, no, you have to do it because you have already registered. Now reaching the day for the exam now, that was the worst day. I could not even write. I take the pen, they took it away. I go to read the paper, blood is all over. So the principal had to intervene and instructed one of the invigilator to help me. So the invigilator had to help me to write the exam. But unfortunately, good thing that I had read something. So I used to tell the invigilator, do this. But now it came into a point that it cannot be done the exam by the invigilator because the supervisor, the invigilator, because the supervisor said no, the exam rules cannot allow that. That you can be sued for that. So I had to struggle, bro. I said struggle, but the good thing is that the breaks now, for the breaks, we had 30 minutes break for the team. Maybe I could not go for that. So the 30 minutes break, they could extend. They could give me additional time to cover whatever I've not done. So they gave me an extension of some time. So I managed to do the exam, but a lot of injuries all over, a lot of struggles. My psychology distracted all over because of whatever I was going through, bro.
And Alex, let me tell you, during all this time now, maybe you're done with your KCSE, Is there any time that you got to start like to get back to communication with your girlfriend?
I can say up to date even. I can show even the text, but cannot reply.
Mm-hmm.
She usually texts me.
She's still following you.
Yeah. The girl had a true love for me, but now chenye babaka alikuwa nataka, whatever his dad wanted now. So why the question mark came in now. Because the girl still follows me, tell me, I love you, I need you back. We can just still make our life.
But you know very well, you getting back to her, it means
getting
again,
back to the condition.
Getting to that horrible condition.
Sure.
And that is something that you may not want even to compromise.
My entire life. I cannot even imagine of thinking about it. She always gives me chances. Think about it. Think about
but you're never interested.
I'm never interested. There's a time even she asked me if I have some supper, some money for supper. I said, yes, I have. She asked me, how much? I can say, maybe for the comrades, only 150 is okay. He said, no, that's a little money. Maybe I can send you something. For the supper only, imagine, bro, she sent me, I can remember she sent me 50,000 shillings for the supper. But I said, no, I'm not interested in your money. Take away your money. I had to reverse the money. I don't want. Because
you know, if you take that money,
if I take the money,
now
I'm getting back.
Go back to that life.
I'm getting back. So I told her I don't want the money. I reversed the money. It was 50,000. But now, you can imagine even the comrade life, you also reversing 50,000 money.
Yeah, 50, I know very so many young people, comrades, will even like ask, like even condemn you, like tell you, "Ay manze, this is an opportunity, bro." Sure. Like hii pesa ungechukua tujibambe, Sure. But but for the sake of your security and safety, you saw it is good you get to reverse that money. Because you don't want to get into another covenant. Absolutely. You don't want to get into those dark world activities. Now, Alex, maybe as you wind up, I know this is a story that I know probably people watching, especially young people, maybe would wonder, like, how do you get such an opportunity and you still like push it away, you don't take it? Maybe what would you maybe advise young guys and even older generation that probably may also get into such temptation?
What I can advise any person watching this video, when the deal is too good, think twice. There is no way that you can just attain a simple life without working for. The good thing with life is that you get whatever you worked for. Yeah. So it's better you live a simple life, a humble life, but a life that you have worked for. Not like me at an age of 16, 17 years, driving a TX.
A very, very expensive vehicle.
Yeah. And it was just for those days, not now. You can imagine the value of money, the value that money had those days. It was around 2015 there.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
So you're encouraging young people to always work hard, avoid shortcuts in life, and always be on the lookout. That, of course, these temptations, they are all over. Yeah. These temptations. And you only need to focus. You only need to know that there's nothing that comes that easy. And anything that comes easy, there are consequences coming. There's a sacrifice for that. Sure. So Alex, thank you so much for getting an opportunity to share your story to us, and also to educate and just my viewers out there. And I know, going by the story that you have shared, it has not been easy on your part. Sure. But I also like commend you for measures that you took just to really like get out of it. And I also even send a shout out to actually the principal of your former high school for even like also helping you, and also your parents for really like standing with you spiritually. And also you personally also just trying to put some effort to really get out of it. It's not easy. Young people, so many young people are very rich nowadays. Some genuine riches, but some maybe through like what you have just shared. And this channel is all about educating people, and I'm happy that you have been able to educate, to at least help somebody know out there that there's nothing that the devil will give you for free.
Sure.
You will pay it in one way or another, and they just need to know that it's better you live that simple life, but is a life that you enjoy, is a life that you know whatever little I have worked for. And that's the message that we are sending to young people. Just avoid shortcut, work hard. Hakuna kitu ya bure, hakuna bwerere.
No.
Just work hard and know that God will bless the work of your hand.
Yeah.
So thank you so much. Maybe I don't know whether you have final thing that you would want maybe to say as we now finish.
Okay, thank you so much for listening. As we wind up, what I can advise the generation is that before maybe trusting someone that much, first you need to understand his standards, his background. Even someone is rich, try to understand what is the source of the money. Don't just follow the money that the individual has, forgetting what is the source. You might end up falling in the trap that I was in. But I would like to save my fellow comrades and any other person in the same condition. Simply like to have whatever you have worked for, and even if it's a gift, look and also choose who are you receiving the gift from. What is the aim of the individual giving you the gift? Don't just always be thankful for anything and be open to receive anything that you are being given. Be cautious. The time that you are living in, people are trying to get riches in all ways. So always just stay on alert. Be cautious of whatever the generation is all about. Thank you for that.
Wow, thank you so much, Alex. And do a background check of whoever is getting into your life.
Okay.
Even if it's that relationship, please investigate the person that you have decided to be your partner. Because if somebody is coming in your life with a lot of offers, I can assure you that most of the time these offers, they're not genuine. So that has been Alex's story, and thank you so much for watching, and please like, share and comment. Subscribe to Gerald Empire Show for more of this kind of story. And until our next episode is a bye from us here. So kwaherini sana.
Bye.